What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Wow, that took forever and it was low. Why it's so damn low? Anyways, today we're gonna get just so you guys know, that means 2 days in a row. Wes Watson. This one is called Failed Alpha Male. Wes Watson is losing his mind. This one is by Mud Pit. Let's check out what Mud Pit put together today. And make sure that after you watch my reaction, that you go on over to Mud Pit's channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to his channel. Matter of fact, subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed to this channel. On either channel, mine or Mud Pit, make sure you check your notifications and make sure they're on all and not on personalized. With that said, let's get it.
I bet you some of the guys in fitness get in on more by guys than you girls. Because it's...
Oh, what's this video going to be about? Oh, shit. Is it happening? Is he coming clean? Hold on.
I bet you some of the guys in fitness get in on more by guys than you girls.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to take that bet. I feel like you know. I feel like you know what you're talking about on that issue. So, no thank you. I don't want the bet.
Because this world is backwards and it's going to tell me how we're going to do it. Hey, well, let's just get both our teams together and we'll talk. Bro, you ain't got a team. And you're just a bunch of losers. Here, telling you guys, you don't have to be that. You don't have to do that. And you guys are sitting there like, but how? They see a beautiful woman like Angie, and they turn her into a man. They're like, Mangy.
I know all these pussies see me in videos, and I'm the same height as other people that are 5'8". What you dumb motherfuckers don't understand is that your height is not dependent on how tall you are.
Boom. That happened. That's exactly Wes's thought process. He stands around people that are 5'7", 5'8", and he's right there, same height. But he feels like he's 6 foot. You know what I mean? And in this era where people can identify with as whatever the fuck they want, he identifies as 6 feet. Don't fucking discriminate on him. What's wrong with you? Check out Skinny Wes.
It's about how tall you feel. Fuck!
G'day everyone, welcome back to the Swamp, and thank you for checking out today's video. In today's video, I thought we'd check back in with our main fake alpha male himself, Wesley Watson, as it seems like Wesley has been having a lot of emotional episodes as of late. Now Wesley, for those of you unaware, is a scammer, grifter, and poser who pretends to be a rich and successful alpha male who makes millions of dollars off giving other people life advice. He claims that he teaches men how to be real men, even though he cries and whines more than most toddlers do, and will start throwing a tantrum whenever he doesn't get what he wants. Now to say that Wesley's life is starting to spiral more out of control than his Mrs. Mangy's plastic surgeries, that would be putting it very lightly. Firstly, Wes has been experiencing a massive dip in the attention that he craves. Channels like mine, who used to report on Wesley every few days or at least once a week, have now completely moved on to greener pastures. And this lack of attention seemingly culminated in Wesley being a bit more pissy than what we used to see. He's always crashed out and had meltdowns over the smallest things that you can imagine, but this has seemingly now become a daily occurrence. He has manic episodes just screaming over nothing, making a mountain out of a molehill wherever he gets confronted with anything that he doesn't like.
This motherfucker, this Uber driver, he was just quiet the whole way as I just fucking laid into this idiot on the way here. Because these people, they always just fucking insert their fucking advice into my life.
That's kind of like what you do for a living. And it's not panning out. Uber? What you doing with Uber? I would have figured you owned Uber by now. Just saying.
And whatever me and the guy were talking about, I had to yell at the dude, tell him he's a fucking dipshit, and he shut the fuck up. And then the Uber driver's like, you shouldn't let people get to you like that. I said, no, bro. How old are you, dog? He said 67. I said, you're an Uber driver at 67.
He job shamed him. This is a fucking great guy. He's a fucking amazing human being. The man was 67 years old, and he sees a young, stupid kid acting like a young, stupid kid, And through his life experiences, he's like, let me try to fucking save this idiot from getting his teeth kicked in. But no, bro. No, bro. How are you? Oh, no. How old are you? Hey, shut up, fool. This fucking dude is so stupid, man. But let's hear. Let's back up a second.
He said 67. I said, you're an Uber driver at 67. Let's just go over the facts. You just picked me up at my $25 million house. You're dropping me off at my warehouse. Look inside there. I opened the garage. I said, there's Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis in there. That lifted truck right there.
So you were already at the warehouse, but you were just sitting in the car, just waiting for him to have an argument so you could tell him, here, look inside my warehouse. This doesn't make sense. Let's go back and let's go through this timeline again. I backed it up 10 seconds.
Me up at my $25 million house.
That you don't own. It's your fucking BRB or whatever the fucking things they call it. What the hell was it? Airbnb. BRB. Shit. Am I 67 today? Huh. Your Airbnb that you are just pouring money into for no reason. But yeah, listen. Let's
just go over the facts. You just picked me up at my $25 million house. You're dropping me off at my warehouse. Look inside there. I opened the garage. I said, there's Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis in there. That lifted truck right there is $600,000. I was like, you're an Uber driver at 67, bro. Look at let's just go past this. Look at your physique. Look at your physical condition. And look at what you do for a living and where you're at. Look at your physical condition and look at where you're at. You're an Uber driver. You just picked me up at my $25 million house. Like, you picked me up there. You saw it, bro. Why are you giving me any advice? All you should do is ask me what the fuck I do and how I did it. And you should realize that top people, the only reason a lot of you guys are not top people is because you don't yell at people.
So the old man tried to just give you a little advice, and your ego made you show him a bunch of cars that you are now trying to sell off because you're so far in debt. And you bragged about a home that you would never be able to own. And then you think you taught him a lesson? The guy probably is going back to his home that he's probably owned for a while. He's 67. He's probably going back to his home that he's owned for a while. And he's going to tell his wife that he's been with probably for 20 or 30 years. Hey, babe, I met this fucking moron today. You're not going to believe this. And he's going to tell the story. Meanwhile, you will never own a home for 20 years, 30 years, whatever. You will never have a woman in your life that you'll grow old with. As soon as your money dries up, all these women that you have around you will disappear. No one will want to be around you. I'm going to tell you right now, Wes. I'm going to give you more credit than that. About 15, 20 years from now, you're going to be sitting in a park again like you started, right? You're not going to be making content. You're going to be talking to a homeless dude, and you're going to be bragging about all the stuff you had in the past. And that dude is going to look at you and think, it's a lying motherfucker. Like, what kind of person would really get out of prison, acquire all those things, and just fuck them off over ego? So you're going to get laughed at by a bum. So you got laughed at by the Uber driver. And 15 years from now, mark my words, you're going to get laughed at by a bum. And then you guys are going to go inside the Salvation Army, and you guys are both going to have to sing for a meal. Fuck, do they still do that to people?
It's because you get
that's fucked up. They were doing that shit before. I don't know if they still do it. Shout out to Salvation Army. Don't get mad at me.
You're not the one who knows what the f*** they're talking about enough to say, no, motherfucker. It's done like this. I came out of prison and told all you guys out here,
mate, shut the fuck up.
So yeah. Wesley is really just living his villain arc at the moment. It's stuff like this that just makes Wes both exhausting and hilarious to listen to at the same time. An older gentleman is trying to tell Wesley to not let other people bother him so much.
Yeah.
And instead of just agreeing and shutting his big mouth for once, of course Wes has to start making fun of the guy, his job, his appearance, and show off all of his rented assets to show the older guy how much better he is than him. You're a real classy person, aren't you, Wesley? And just really quickly, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. It really helps the channel out and puts all of these alpha males back into the giant pit of death that they try to crawl out from.
This is Sparta!
But other than lashing out at senior citizens trying to give him some good life advice, it seems like the fake lifestyle is finally catching up with old mate. Someone in the Wes Watson subreddit found this listing of Wes's Bugatti being sold, which explains why we haven't seen him driving it for a while. And I just wanted to add this here, as this came up after I edited this video. I saw John Bravo posted a video regarding Wes Watson's exotic car scheme, but out of respect to John, I'll hold off for a few days before making my video on the subject. And finally, everyone just keeps making fun of Wesley, and it just keeps getting better for us and worse for old mate. I found this guy on Instagram called Hi-Fi IQ, who does probably the best videos imitating and mocking Wesley.
Hi-Fi, what is it?
This guy on Instagram called Hi-Fi
I gotta check him out.
IQ, who does probably the best videos imitating and mocking Wesley that I've seen so far. So if you guys are on Instagram, be sure to go check these videos out. They are beyond awesome.
All you pussies with 10-inch arms and tits and legitimate careers and happy marriages.
Yeah. Perfect. That's how stupid Wes sounds.
And 401ks. How fucking stupid could you be? The best way to learn how to be successful in life is to be trapped in a concrete box for 46 years. Let's go, motherfucker!
Why is his mouth like that? What the fuck?
But the crazy train doesn't just stop there. Now we all know Wes loves crashing out about other people saying his name, and whines about people mentioning other people's names in their video, and how he himself, the great stooge of the alpha males, would never mention another man's name in his videos. That is unless of course you're an incredibly famous person like David Goggins, Andrew Tate, Jake and Logan Paul, and as it turns out, Donald Trump, who Wes can't seem to stop enjoying putting in his mouth. Now I'm not sure why Wes keeps name dropping Donald Trump, but it's just becoming sad, bro.
What about this type of idiot? Hasn't even made $1 million yet. Doesn't even have $1 million. Like, is that? Why are you talking? And then knows my life, knows who I am. I mean, bro. And then wants to work with me and is gonna tell me how we're gonna do it. Hey, well, let's just get.
Is this motherfucker have fleas? Hold up, man. I apologize. Is your skin allergic to that fabric, or what is it that you keep fucking with their damn? Look, every time okay, I'm gonna start there.
What about this type of idiot? Hasn't even made $1 million yet. Doesn't even have $1 million.
You adjusted that, okay?
Is that? Why are you talking? And then
now you adjust that, okay?
Knows my life, knows who I am. I mean, bro. And then wants to work with me and is gonna tell me
that needs to be readjusted. Oh, that did too.
Let's just get both our teams together and we'll talk. Bro, you don't even got a team. And if you do, it's a bunch of fucking losers. And guess what? I don't need a team to talk. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. If you want to work with someone who's way above you, this is what you do. Hey, Donald Trump, bro. Hey, you're the man. You crushed it at this. I want to get in on this. What do I got to do to get in on this?
Is he fucking kidding me? That's what you tell Donald Trump? Like, even if he wasn't president, that's what you tell Donald Trump? How do you sit down with a billionaire, you fucking idiot? Hey, Donald Trump, I want to get into this. And you would have been better off saying, I got the huge deal. I got the hugest deal. There's no deal huger than this. Like, if you start with that shit, maybe, I doubt it, but let's listen to his game. This is how he said this is how you get at a billionaire or somebody that's up there.
For someone who's way above you, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald Trump, bro. Hey, you're the man. You crushed it at this. I want to get in on this. What do I got to do to get in on this? And he says, well, Wes, you got to pay $1 million to this. You got to show up at this event. You got to speak well. You got to do this. You got to carry yourself this way.
You're out.
Done. Don't do anything other than that.
Daddy, chill.
Ah, so you're a cuck, Wesley. You
That lady had a beard.
want daddy to tell you what to do, and like a good boy, you'll just listen and do it? Come on, man. Have some respect for yourself. You're sitting in your rented car having a full-blown schizo conversation with yourself about something that's obviously never happened. And even if it did happen, what kind of moron wouldn't want to sit down and plan out a strategy with the other party's team? Especially if there's millions of dollars involved. All you keep doing is proving to everyone how you're not actually rich or successful, seeing as you have the business sense of an uneducated child. You scream and cry about how rich you are all day, but obviously your crypt has been exposed, my guy. But just like every incredibly rich and successful person who has ever existed, it seems like the trolls are still living rent-free in Wes's head, and every comment he gets making fun of him still triggers this infantile rage within him.
That's the funniest thing. Girls who are like,
shit.
they're like, man, all these guys just hit on me, and like, I don't really have any girls talking to me. Do you realize that most of my fitness dudes, when they start, a bunch of guys hit on them too? There's just a bunch of weirdos online. You just gotta sift through them. And you gotta make content that just brings out the people. I bet you some of the guys in fitness get hit on more by guys than do girls.
What the fuck? What was the point of telling us that? Like, what are you trying to do? Put down women or gay dudes? What? I'm lost. What is this thing? What are we doing?
Because this world is backwards as fuck. Like, all these people are so fucked up in the head. We need to have Trump sign an executive order against public enemy number one. Public enemy number one in 2025 is these weird men who can't get a woman. They're
And what is the like penalty for those guys? What about? So if we're gonna have Donald Trump, he thinks the president makes the laws. This fucking dude is an idiot. Anyways, so in your fantasy, okay, so Donald Trump is gonna make a law against public enemy number one, guys that can't get a chick. When they make this law, can we factor in the fact that a dude that has money, if he didn't have money, wouldn't have a bitch? Because you don't have quality women in your life. If you met quality women, they would see what kind of individual you are and be like, I'm good. So you fall into the public enemy number one fantasy law. Just saying. Watch. Let that money start drying up. You think Angie's gonna want to hear this bullshit anymore?
the pedophiles, they're the chomos, they're the pieces of shit of society.
Well, that took a turn. I didn't see. I agree. Those guys. Fuck those guys.
Just address this really quickly, as I refuse to give the guy any more time on my channel. Wes Watson wants Donald Trump to sign an executive order against public enemy number one, which in his eyes are the trolls who make fun of him, and for some reason he starts calling these people PDF files and the pieces of shit of society. When, and let's not forget this, Wes Watson is actually platforming and promoting a genuine PDF file by the name of Joshua Hare. Again, I'm not going to show this on my channel, but Bubba has made a couple of videos on the guy if anyone wanted to check them out. And if anyone are the actual pieces of shit of society, their names would be Wes Watson and Joshua Hare.
Like these weirdo little boys who play on the internet, they're like some weird ass state probably, but they're probably all over. But mostly they're just like shut in, weirdo, recluse, fucking just lunatics who can't get women. They're so fucked up in the head, they're probably all molested too, and that sucks and all, but most of them are probably inbred backcountry.
What? What the fuck? I wasn't ready. I should have saved this for tomorrow. This is bananas. Fucking Mud Pit, you did it. This is the worst meltdown ever. This is a compilation of worst meltdown. Oh my God.
But this is what they do. They see a beautiful woman like Angie, and they turn her into a man. They're like, Manji. Oh, that's a tranny. Bro, no, you just want it to be. That's a beautiful woman. You're weird, bro. You're showing us how weird you are. And then everything they do about me, they make it something homo. Like they put wigs on me, they put makeup on me, and they don't realize what they're doing.
Hold on. Look at his hand gesture when he did it was fruity. Watch.
And then everything they do about me, they make it something homo. Like
Watch.
they put wigs on me, they put makeup on me, and they don't realize what they're doing.
Yeah, that didn't help.
They're showing everyone how weird they are.
Oh, I think they're very aware of what they're doing, Wesley. And the thing is, it's fucking funny. And that's why they're all doing it. Not only is it funny depicting you as someone who wears wigs and makeup, but what's even funnier is watching you get an aneurysm over it. That's why they keep doing it, big boy. And I don't know if the beautiful woman is in the room with us or not, but trying to convince us that Manji is hot and doesn't look like a tranny.
Look, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I don't behold those eyes right now. Why is her lip? She always makes me do that.
Isn't going to work when the chick looks like more of a man than you do. And do you all remember the whole Wes Watson saying he could beat up UFC fighter saga from a couple of months ago? Well, yeah, it seems like that's still going on, with Wesley still running his mouth saying he could beat up UFC fighters, and how all of these guys are nerds and have never been in a real fight.
People hasn't got mad at me. I just have a different outlook on.
Look, fuck your outlook, but how many times has Wes Watson told us that drinking is for losers? You don't drink. You don't get involved in that. And then let's look at his wall right there. Looks like the bottles are nice and chilled. There's some condensation on the inside of the window right there of your wine room. Huh. So when you got this Airbnb, did you ask them to make sure it's stocked? Are you just, are you drinking? Are you being little pussy? Are you being little pussy? Are you drinking? This fucking dude is the dumbest. I'm gonna end this here. I'm not. You guys want to find out about how he's gonna whoop up all the UFC guys and anybody else on the planet? Make sure you go over to Mud Pit. But yeah, you really have a wine room in your rented house. You fucking idiot. It's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.